Good morning, students. I'm Dr. K. Jyoti, Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, St. Joseph Engineering College. In this video, I'm going to explain boiler corrosion. The main objectives of this topic, students will learn what are the reasons for boiler corrosion, what are the adverse effects of boiler corrosion, and how do we overcome this what are the preventive measures for boiler corrosion. The learning outcomes of this video, students will be able to explain what is corrosion, what are the causes for boiler corrosion, and what are the preventive measures for boiler corrosion. Before going to this topic, I'll ask one question. What is corrosion? Can you give one example for corrosion? Corrosion is nothing but the destruction, deterioration, and consequent loss of metals by chemical or electrochemical attack. Best example for corrosion, iron rods. You might have seen in the case of iron rods, yellow rust or some black rust will be obtained. That is nothing but hydrated ferric oxide. Even in the case of copper vessels, you have seen green scale formation. It's nothing but basic cupric carbonate. Now, why these metals will undergo corrosion? What is the tendency to undergo corrosion? Pure metals always they are in highest energy state. We extract these metals from their ores. Ores are nothing but their compounds like hydroxides, oxides or carbonates, etc. When we extract these metals from their ores, we apply high amount of heat or energy. So this extraction is nothing but endothermic reaction. So because of this endothermic reaction, pure metal will be always in higher energy state. That's why it shows the tendency to undergo, or it will show the tendency to come down to lower energy state or ground state, because that is the most stable state. But in the ground state, they appear in the form of their compounds or hydroxides or oxides, etc. So this is the reason for corrosion. Now let us see what happens in the case of boilers. Students, where do we use these boilers? We use it in industries for the steam generation. It's very important for industries. Always we prepare these boilers by using iron because it's affordable metal. We can also use metals having very high corrosion resistance like gold or silver, etc. But it is not possible. It's highly expensive. So that's why we use iron to prepare boilers. Now, why these boilers will undergo corrosion? One reason, it is made up of iron, and iron is highly susceptible for corrosion. The main reasons for boiler corrosion, there are three important reasons. One is due to the presence of dissolved oxygen. Second one is due to the presence of dissolved gases. And third one is due to the presence of magnesium chloride. In the presence of dissolved oxygen, it undergoes hydrolysis, or it reacts with the water, and it produces ferrous hydroxide. Once we get ferrous hydroxide, that leads to formation of hydrated ferric oxide. Even in the presence of dissolved gases, it undergoes, like carbon dioxide, it undergoes hydrolysis and it produces a carbonic acid. So boiler will undergo corrosion. Even in the presence of magnesium chloride also, it undergoes hydrolysis due to the presence of very high pressure and temperature inside the boiler. It forms magnesium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. So if you get hydrochloric acid, that itself will act as one corrosion medium that leads to boiler corrosion. Now let us see one by one in detail.